Phloxae. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left, rolling out of the United States. The PB at 3,487,000. I think that's an 8. Welcome in, ID Kirby. And on the right, rolling out of the United Kingdom with an NTSC PB of 1,666,000. It is Phloxae. And as I alluded to in the opening, these two have just recently played. But not in an ELO match. It was in Classic Tetris Wars in a team clash. That match went 9 games. And by score, by number of games won, Kirby won 5-4. Give you an idea how close they played in that best of 9. These two have only played one other time, and that was in Division 3. And Phloxae was the victor in that one. Both these players looking for their opening win in the season. One of them will come away with it today. Kirby has been in 2 matches and has had 2 deciders. But no wins yet. Phloxae has been in 3 matches and has experienced all 3 types of losses: 3-0, 3-1, 3-2. What she does not want to experience here is an early top out. Gets the right side open, we'll bang down the Tetris. She'll hit this triple, and then we'll be set up for a slightly dusty Tetris. ID Kirby does have the lead, 225 to 169 here in the early going. Early shift there for Violet. It's going to cause some pain and suffering, a little bit anyway. $318 out of Tetris to go to $341 for ID Kirby. $209 for Violet, who's currently back by almost 6 Tetrises. And a couple of the games that ID Kirby had won in the Wars event were large wins. There was one game he managed a $500,000 lead at one point. Of course, Phloxae also putting in some big games as well. Seems to have recovered pretty nicely here. She's got another Tetris. Kirby's going to go to 479 at the 100-line turn. Phloxae a line away from that is at 348. Nice spin there for Kirby. As it'll be long until we get our first taste of level 19 play. Another Tetris for both players. Another spin there for Kirby. As level 19 is coming up, Kirby threatening a low 600 transition. We'll get a Tetris there. That will guarantee the 600 transition. Should he make it that far? Which he does. He'll go in at 621. Tetris for Violet, 486. Oh, misses an L to the left. That could be trouble right before 19, but does get a bar over, and that should be okay. 513 is her transition score. Back by 5 Tetrises. Here we go, level 19. Nice burn there with the J for Kirby, but bit of a drought here as we open level 19 play. I'm sorry, did I say bit of a drought? Wow, Tetris for Kirby. And the 37-piece drought will come to an end for Violet. She'll bang down a Tetris. Tetris for Kirby. 711. 555 for Violet. Nice T-spin there. Another Tetris for Kirby. He's got an overhang to work with on the left side. I couldn't tell if that was an intentional overhang or not when he doesn't get the piece to resolve the right, so he's going to be digging for a little bit. Violet is clean. He's going to get a Tetris there. And Kirby will get this down. Another Tetris for Violet. If she gets another one here, she'll bring it within 3. And there you have it. 805 for Kirby, 723 for Violet. Halfway through the level 19 speeds, Phloxae fighting back from an early deficit. And Kirby getting to another dig. Tetris for Violet. Kirby's got the right opened up, but it closes right back down. And Violet has an opportunity to perhaps take a lead here, but she's back by only 28,000 points. 915 for Kirby, 881 for Violet. Kirby setting up for the dirty Tetris. Row 3. Missed 5-tap for Violet there. It's pretty low on the board. I imagine, yep, indeed, the next bar does go over, but that comeback is on hold for a moment as she has some cleanup to do. As we're approaching level 29. There's the max out for Kirby. Violet can still have the max out before 29. She'll bang down a Tetris there. Kirby will go in at 1,051,000. Violet will go in at 1,012,000. So here we go, level 29 in game 1. So far tonight, we have not failed to hit level 29. Violet needs a bar here. Ooh. I don't know if she got caught with a Phantom Burn there or if something else happened. Now needs another bar, but that left side is trouble. And that's going to be it. She's going to be done at 1,046,000. Kirby, you're good for game 1. Here we go, game number 2. We'll count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Here we go. Violet could be looking to improve the level 18 as Kirby pushing down for 4 points compared to Violet's 1. But it's going to end up suffering with a misplaced J there. So Violet will have the lead with 5 Tetrises in a row, plus a pushdown point. Kirby's got the board back to a normal state. We'll bang down a Tetris. Violet looking for something to fill out the right side here. He's going to have to settle for a T, but another T shows. And another Tetris. And going to have to take a burn there. So 7 in a row to start the game for Violet. ID Kirby with the T-Tuck. That does create a bar dependency. But he turns it into a dirty well. Bang, Tetris. A nice play there from ID Kirby. $19,000 point lead. Phloxae here in game number 2. We're getting a little high as we're in another drought. That Tetris will ease things up for Phloxae. Kirby taking the burns, and we'll get the bar down the right side. He'll get a Tetris as well. 258 for Phloxae, 217 for ID Kirby. Still early days in game number 2. Oh, missed flip there for Kirby. Gonna have to spend some time working on that. And this is that level of the board where you really want the right pieces. Where is a J here? Needs 2 of them and has to plug one of them. Gonna open that up. Looks like he'll be all right. But just like that, Phloxae in a big lead here. 397 to 279. And finally, Kirby opens up the right side, bangs down a Tetris and another one. Violet having to do a little bit of stack maintenance to open up the right side, but still enjoys an 80,000 point lead as we're approaching the 100 line turn. Kirby going to snap that S into place. Waiting on a bar for the right side, but this looks like it's another drought. We'll get the Tetris. Violet will follow up with a Tetris of her own. And Violet still controlling the pace this game. Has the potential to drop a 600 on Kirby here. Bang Tetris, 547. 489 for Kirby. Level 19 is right around the corner. How was Critical Scooty? Critical F's pretty good. Blue Scooty's Blue Scooty. About all I can say about that. 618 for Violet, 523 for ID Kirby. I thought Critical Lapis played well. Unfortunately, he's going to walk away with nothing to show for it. I mean, when you have a 1.5, what was it, 1.58 and lose? Yeah. Those are some tough losses in CTL, I can tell you that. Another Tetris for Kirby. There's one for Phloxae as well. I think Critical Lapis beats more than half of his division with that kind of performance. It was a good set for him. But unfortunately, it was a better set for Scooty. 802 for Violet in the level 22 here. 739 for ID Kirby, who's a level ahead. Welcome in, Tugi. You'll be happy to know all the T-spins have worked so far tonight. Another Tetris for Violet. She's let a little bit of this lead slip away, and the real-time lead is almost non-existent right now, but she'll get a Tetris there. Looking for a 26 max. Honestly, both players are, but Violet can get it into 26. Ooh, rough placement of the square. But fortunately gets that cleaned up quickly. Not gonna get the max into 26. Kirby at 995 on 27. There's the max out for Phloxae, 1,026,000. She bangs down another Tetris, but does have some pulls to deal with. Gets some good pieces for it, though. She has a 2,000 point real-time lead, now 1,000. Tetris for both players. And Kirby has a 123 point real-time lead, but is about to go to level 29. Phloxae can get 3 more Tetrises out of this. She'll get 1 there. See if she, yep, she's going to be able to go for another one here. 1,146,000 for ID Kirby into 29. Pretty nice scores this game. Oh, a bit of trouble for Phloxae, though. But we'll bang down a Tetris into 29 at 1,207,000. Phloxae with the lead. Just chops that board down. Get into a comfortable spot as Kirby's going to hang a piece on the right. Can he dig out of this? Oh, that was... Oh, that... Both players are going to top out, but Phloxae is going to tie it up at 1. Just count it down for game number 3. We're tied at 1. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And this set, I will remember. We'll talk about the Matcherino. Lower right-hand corner, you see our prize pool currently at $106.94. We're trying to get that up to 1,000, maybe 2,000 to pay out the top 8. We'll see. As the season goes on, we still have about a month left, plus playoffs, to get that up. We also still have 17 contribution codes. It's basically $4.25 for free. We just need people to go over there and say, hey, I can click on a button. Pretty easy. Violet going for something fiercely dirty here. Where's the bar? It is not showing. And now she's scrambling at the top of the board. Now, this is a long drought, too. Even Kirby having to do some burns, but he'll get the bar over for the Tetris. He's got the lead. Violet's still trying to dig out of this. Finally gets that dirty Tetris down the middle. Set up again. Takes the skim and bang, Tetris. So all in all, didn't lose a whole lot. It's only back by 41k. And just in time for another drought. Okay, there's the bar. There's the Tetris. 211 for Kirby, 170 for Violet. Picking up the simul Tetris there. Of course, ID Kirby will be seeing him in San Jose in 2 weeks' time for Genesis X3. Definitely looking forward to that. A little bit of trouble here for Violet. I'm going to get some good pieces to burn out of it, though. And follows it up at the bar for the Tetris. We're at the halfway point of level 18. 350 for ID Kirby. 289 for Violet. $350 is fairly efficient. Get another 350,000 points in the second half of 18, and boom, 700 transition. Tetris for Kirby. He is locked in right now. Bit of a misdrop, though. He's trying to handle this cleanly, but game's not letting him. I think he's going to go for something dirty here, though. Yeah, column 8. Not quite a Tetris, though. But it does let him open up the right side. So that will narrow the gap only a little bit. 67,000 point lead for Kirby. 519 to 451 at the 100-line turn. Another Tetris for Kirby. Violet set up, bang Tetris. Kirby at 587 at 113 lines. Violet at 520 for her part. She's doing fairly well as well. This could be a 600 transition. Kirby, nice stacking there to get that fixed up pretty good. Really was trying to avoid a J dependency for the longest time, but ends up having to make it anyway. But gets it filled in. As we're close to level 19. One Tetris away for ID Kirby. Long bar dependency for Violet here late in 18. And trying to not get punished for it too badly. 705 right now for Kirby. Had a Tetris after level 19 transition. He'll get another one there. And Violet 621. Also one Tetris into 19. So about a 3.5 Tetris lead for ID Kirby. Will be 3 or 4 depending on where they are. Another Tetris. This song works perfectly. Meat Grinder is the name of the song off of Wake That 8. Division 1 is kind of a meat grinder, isn't it? Tetris down the right side, 820 for Kirby, 735 for Violet. It's an 85,000 point lead for Kirby. Another Tetris. Bit of an overshift, though. And a bit of an undershift there. Added kind of the classic, you're trying to get the long bar to the left, but you don't flip it, and then you flip it and move it, but you have to move it a second time. She'll get a couple of Tetrises there into level 24, halfway through the 19 speeds. Pace lead is about 2 Tetrises with Kirby. He's got the max out into 25. I thought last game was high scoring. Oh, mischief there. Let's get the Tetris. That will help. But cleaning that up is not going to be simple. Oh, now has an opportunity to get a nice spin, but not going to wait around for the piece. Tetris for Violet, who is getting right back in this 56,000 point difference. Oh! Hangs the J on the right side there. Was trying to get a tuck in there, and now she's got to try to clean this up. Does not go for the Vits. Which appears to be a wise move given the drought we're seeing. But we are down to the last 10 lines of level 19 speeds here. And Violet is not close to the bottom right now. Oh, might have an opportunity here. If she can get this last burn. It's not going to work. She's going to be done at 1,079,000. Kirby takes game 3. He's up 2-1. Game number 4. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Violet chat says, good luck, have fun, part 6. Wait, I mean 4. So we've played 6 games so far today, and all 6 of them are getting us to the kill screen. They have largely been close games. Just the kind of Tetris you want to see on a Sunday night. Both players are going to start the game with 114,001 each. Kirby takes a vicious 2-point lead. I don't think I can repeat what Violet just said, but she's got the lead now because those push-down points aren't going to make up for the Tetrises that she's been getting. But she still is not burnt. Look at that bar down the right side. Yet another Tetris. But now has a decision to make, and she will decide to end the perfect run at 9 in a row. Nice sturdy Tetris there for Kirby. Trying to find a way to keep pace here. And that answer to that might just be going dirty. He's set up. There's the bar. Dirty Tetris for Kirby. And I think he's going to be content playing 2 rows up for at least a little bit here. Oh, that's a bad hang for Kirby. Gets a piece over. That makes it better. Oh, but now long bar dependency and didn't get the J all the way over. Gets the bar for the double, and the J goes over into the dependency. Oh my god. But still, that Z was awful. And I don't know if he can survive this. He's going to be done at 252. We're going to a decider. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Four, 5, and piece number 6 ends up in a different spot. But what doesn't change is the starting score, 1-0 in favor of Violet, but she will not be going 9 in a row this game. At least to start. Pretty gnarly board, all things considered here, but we'll try our best to do something with this. Kirby will take his first burn of the game. Violet in a bit of a spot here. Has a long bar dependency. That is a Tetris well. She will bang it down. Kind of took me off guard there. Now Kirby getting to a little bit of a spot here. As opener for game 5 has been shaky for both players, but Violet going for another dirty Tetris will get it. And it's now going to clean up the right side and get this thing back over to column 10. Kirby is working on fixing up the board. And Violet has the right side open, bangs down a Tetris. Ah, this board is not cooperating for Kirby right now. Gonna go for a dirty one here. But immediately knocks it down. It's just gonna bring it down brick by brick. It's gonna give Phloxae the lead, 136 to 115 here in the early going of level 18. And Kirby really would wish the pieces would get a little better here. This has been some awful pieces to work with. And again, no, 2 long bar dependencies. That is not good. Gonna get the one plugged, and then we'll get the long bar for the other one. But where's the J here? Takes the skim, and we'll get the J over. Dirty well set up for Kirby. And we'll bang down the dirty Tetris. And another one, too. So Kirby trying to get things settled down here as Violet, now in a column 8 situation, will hit the bar for the Tetris. And we'll get the well back over to the right. S-flat moment. Another Tetris for Violet. She has a 49,000 point lead and 6 extra lines to work with. Oh, nice adjustment for the Vits for Kirby. Tetris for Violet. Kirby will get the bar for the Tetris. He's at 320 at the 100-line turn. There's a Fitz for Violet as well. Both players doing the correct, proper Vits. None of those delayed shenanigans that, you know, I like to go for and then top out 20 pieces later from. Violet getting up pretty high here. Is going to have to take some burns. But now has a bar dependency, column 3. She's going to try to chop it down. Kirby with that overhang. Oh, he's going to miss a J, or that's a Z to the left. So he's up pretty high on the board here, but has some room to deal with it. Getting this down. Another bar dependency. And the bar shows. And he is out of it. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. And he's about to hit level 19 as well. Good adjustment there. Gets the bar. We'll get the Tetris in at 425. One hole to deal with. Well, more than one now. So he's going to be digging for a little bit here. Violet's in at 479. So Seed is kind of having its way with both of these players this game. As this drought here for Violet means that she's not going to be able to score for a bit either. Kirby has a left well going. Center well, dirty Tetris for Violet. And she's clean. There's a left well, dirty Tetris for Kirby. And we'll get that last tuck in there. He's going to go for the 6-3. Board's not really accommodating, though. But does get that flattened out. And we'll get the bar down for the Tetris. And we'll set up for another. There it is. Tetris. And another one. We'll finally get this back over to the right. 597 for Violet, 572 for Kirby. That was when they were 13 lines apart. So the lead for Violet is probably bigger than it looks. Kirby will transition to level 24 at 580. And Violet's in at 716. So more than 100,000 point lead at the halfway point. Another Tetris for Violet. Tetris again. But Kirby starting to hold steady here as we approach the level 29. He's got the right side open, looking for the bar. There it is. Bang Tetris. Violet as well with the Tetris. Oh, this is a problem here for Kirby. Did not get the pieces he needed. But he made the best of it. This actually doesn't look too bad. He's gonna try to take this from the top. Misses the bar left. We'll get another one over it, though. His level 29 is right around the corner. He doesn't have this quite all the way down. It will double flip the L, but will still go in pretty much as he intended. 835. And bangs down a Tetris on 29. Meanwhile, Violet looking to max into 29. And she'll get it. Bang Tetris, 1,028,000. Here we go. Game 5 decider in 29. Kirby setting up left well. This is the bar. He has another shot, but he doesn't get anything over. And disaster striking Kirby again in a decider. Violet is going to get her first Division 1 win. There you go. As she's topping out, she's going to get the dub 3-2. And she will be your winner. Say hi, Violet. Bang down another Tetris there. 7-12 on level 20. There's a Tetris for Lapis, another one there. Scooty gets set up again. Nice overhang into the tuck. Bangs down another Tetris. 769. Hey now. 706 for Critical Lapis, who's 5 lines ahead. That Tetris from Scooty will make it a 90,000 point lead here on level 22.